Okay, the E-mini today traded up. The Fed had 1 day of selling was allowed. You can see right here the large players were long before the market opened and took it higher all day long, and it stayed there, and the market has rotated up. All but one piece of news today was positive for the E-mini. We had a bad news was good news situation on the opening, where the ADP number came in lower than forecast, and after that all the numbers came in higher than forecast. So then good news became good news for the economy. But again, the Fed just will not let the market sell, and the big players know that. So our first buy this morning was 49 to 51. That was our buy zone. Our sell zone was 54 to 56, and that worked until late in the session, so we caught the market well. This really was the trade of the day right there. Everything else 1-2 points, and you had to hang on for a long period of time. So day traders need volatility to make something work, and we didn't get that volatility today in the E-mini. Looking at the F1 screen. Inside day, that implies trading range. I think conditions fit that. We're going to deal with a P on the F2 screen, which says find a place to buy it. So best resistance again is this 65 area right up here. Support comes in below 2140. We've got about a 25-point trading range, and you get long or short and wait for a day or two. That's the only way that you can catch those 25 points. Tomorrow's news is limited to jobless claims. 256. That's a fine, very refined number than net gas inventories. Then Friday we have the non-farm payroll number, and they were looking for 168. We'll see if that is revised lower given on what happened to the ADP number. But the non-farm payroll number on Friday tends to hold the market in check. So looking at this screen right here, our sell zone is like it was the other day, 57 to 60. So that's sell 1. 64, 66. You'd have to think they're going to go a little higher, especially in London. Sell 2. On the buy side, we're 50 to 52. Take it up 1 point, and then 45 to 47, and we'll play for a trading range day tomorrow. Had our trading range day that we anticipated in treasuries. We liked the first side of the market, the first trade of the day. We wanted to get short to see if we could take out the overnight session low, and they did. And then they extended the range lower. So the first trade of the day was to find a place to get short, and the market came off and finished weak. So I think we had a double distribution down lower in the 10-year. Yeah, we did. So not enough news to move tomorrow. Probably a little short covering in front of tomorrow's news. So maybe a little bit lower, buying against 130 the buck. So we'll make buy 1, the buck to 04, 25, 29, buy 2. On the sell side, we're there. So 7 to 11, sell 1. And then 15 to 19, sell 2. Looking at the 30-year. Same distribution we had the other one. The news took us down in C period. So resistance right here is in the really it's 26 to 30. C period high up there at 5. So we'll make 3 to 7, sell 1. perhaps a little short covering, 11 to 15. Sell 2 before Friday's non-farm payroll number. Last rotate down stopped at 15, so 12.16 is first support band. 5 to 9 buy 1. 29 to 01 buy 2. Gold got hit pretty hard. Still pointed lower. Big picture stuff in gold. Stops below 1250 are now within reach. The selling in treasuries and gold has been blamed on rumors that the European Central Bank would begin to taper its QE program. Remember, we don't have an official QE program. They still do a lot of stuff with repos and swaps, but we don't have a direct purchase. And so gold is taken down. We got this low volume number at 63. Now this is $2.50 increments, so there are some rounding errors there. This F1 screen says find a place to sell it. F2 pointed lower. And right now, so probably have a seller against 75, probably have a buyer against 65. 65, 67 by 1. 59, 61 by 2 if we happen to break. With Friday's non-farm payroll number, the next big move probably comes on Friday. 74, 76, sell 1. And then back to our 78.80 for sell 2, where we were this morning, which was really, really a great call, if I do say so myself. You have information in your hands, and if you get the patterns, the setups, the idea, the level, they all lined up, it's a much better trade than if you just have one or two of the elements lined up. Okay, crude. We said I didn't think there would be a trade on the 1421 bar. The trade would be a short on the 1430 bar if a short was going to develop. And just quickly right here, this was the 1421 bar. You would have stopped out on that one. So here is the 1430 bar right there, the sell and the close. We've been had to short at 75. The market did trade down to 63. You got a dime out of it. Still weren't able to go get stops above 50. I think that's coming. And if you gotten short off of that selling right there on the 27 bar, you were short in the 75 area. And it was again a dime's trade. So not a lot of action. And the history and the research shows that getting short is not a very profitable trade. Higher low, higher high. Still looking for a place to buy it on crude. F2 screen. Definitely a P, volumes over time, so the long side is still favored. So 49.50, 49 and a quarter by 1. 48.75, 49 by 2. On the sell side, think we're going higher, so stops above 50, so 50, 50, 25, sell 1. Obviously, if we can't get through 50, that number comes in lower than 50, 50, 50, 75, sell 2. Okay, if they are not going to increase, if they actually start to taper and cut down their paper purchases, then the euro can trade higher. They're printing less money. Inside day trading range. mean, like we've been pretty well on top on whether the market's going to raise interest rates or not all year long. We haven't missed a call yet. We've done better than the financial analysts that are paid to do that. Lots of money too, 6-7 figures. So it looks like to me that we probably going to have a seller where we were again this morning. 65, 75, sell 1. 90 to the buck, sell 2. It is a piece, so we should trade a little higher. On the buy side, we had a 25 to 35 buy, so we'll make it 20 to 30. Lowered a little bit this morning. And then 112 even for buy 2.